Well, welcome everybody. I'm Sean Harris, the mayor of Yuba City, and I get the honor of opening up this event today. As you can probably tell, due to COVID-19 and restrictions in place because of the pandemic and in respect for the restrictions that it has on our local businesses and residences, we're going to do a video celebration today. So this whole thing will be broadcast. I believe it's being broadcast live and recorded for posterity purposes. When the time comes and COVID lifts and we can all get together for a more proper celebration, it'd be our honor to participate. Anyway, we have several speakers today. I'll introduce here in a second, but I want to make a special point. You know, the project that you see behind me right now, began 20 years ago, and the face and the name we put to that is our late beloved Mayor Bob Barkhouse, who first initiated that conversation back in Washington, D.C. through a connection he had from a friend in Congress. And, you know, I don't mind mentioning that his wife, Gail, is here today, a beloved lady and friend representing Bob and his memory and the work that he began over 20 years ago. In March 2010, our City Council authorized staff to solicit proposals for design firms to begin project development. This resulted in the city's outstanding relationship with one of the area's top bridge design firms, Doken Engineering. Their project manager is Matt Griggs. Is Matt here today? Matt, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. The design team worked diligently with many stakeholders, as you can imagine, to finalize the design, obtain environmental clearances, and secure funding. Another big deal. A lot of work there. I'd like to acknowledge the City of Marysville in their efforts. Mayor Samayoa is here today and we'll be saying a few words here shortly. The County of Sutter, and we have Supervisor Ron Solinger here representing them, and also the County of Yuba. We'd be remiss if we didn't acknowledge Caltrans, California Department of Transportation, all their efforts, specifically their Marysville Local Assistance Team and Structures Headquarters. I'd also like to acknowledge the Sacramento Area Council of Governments, played a huge role in securing funding and other support. Back in the day when we made some important decisions, our former mayor and council member John Buckland, who's here today, was on the SACOG board. I'd like to acknowledge that. Also like to acknowledge all the levee agencies involved. We have levees on both sides of here. Central Valley Flood Protection Board, Levee District 1, and the Marysville Levee District. A lot of players, numerous other agencies. I hope I'm not forgetting too many of them, but it'd be almost impossible to list them all. But everybody came together, and this is really a crown of achievements right here behind me. In August 16, City Council authorized staff to solicit proposals from construction management firms. This resulted in the city's outstanding relationship with one of the top transportation construction management firms in the area, the Hanna Group. We have Murad Varzanda, who is the resident engineer. Is Mahad here? Not here? There he is right there. He's being shy. But thank you for all your work and cooperation, sir, with your firm. It's been wonderful. Fast forward to October of 2017, our City Council awarded a construction contract to one of the area's top bridge builders, MCM Construction. Is Rich McCall, their president, here? Rich McCall, thank you for being here. We really appreciate it. MCM did a wonderful job. This project has been delivered, look at this though, on time and on budget for something that big. Can you believe that? That's a really big deal and accomplishment. We appreciate that. Acknowledge we have the workmanship evident when traveling across this new structure. So if you look at when you drive over it as a passenger, take a look at the detail and the design and the construction and the real true professionalism and labor of love represented by this project. It's really remarkable. Not to mention also the long hours and the harsh working conditions for weather from over 100 degrees to probably below freezing at times that the workers endured to get this project done. Very important. And the 2.5 years that our businesses and residents, I don't want to say endured, but they modified their behaviors and showed a little patience that it took to build the bridge. I know at the foot of both bridges we have some businesses that represent the life and the income of the owners, and they were impacted by it. There's no denying that, but they adapted, they overcame, they worked with us, they have a great attitude, and here we are, get to reap the benefit of that cooperation. So in summary, the team contained, project contained the 5 elements necessary for a superior project delivery. An experienced contractor, a public owner that engages constantly, makes decisions, and fosters teamwork, a proactive, knowledgeable, collaborative, fair construction management team, we've proven that, an engaged, organized, leading design firm, and a community that participates and supports its public servants in delivering projects and improving their quality of life. I'm gonna detract a little bit and wear my mayor hat a little bit bigger as a moment of pride, because the face that Yuba City, when we all think about Yuba City Bridge, the face we put to that is Mr. Kevin Bradford, our Deputy Public Works Director. Countless hours and professionalism and keeping us informed Mr. Bradford put in for the project, not only for us, but for everybody. And Kevin, we really appreciate your hard work and acknowledge that with the deepest of appreciation. All right? I'd like to applause for Kevin. I thought I was going to be brief. Here we go. This is it. So what does today represent? It's a culmination of over 20 years of amazing cooperation and dedication to develop and deliver this complex project that serves both the local and our regional area and beyond. The transportation of goods back and forth. We talked about emergency services to our hospital, evacuation in either direction depending upon the emergency, and just the work-a-day getting to and from work. It's a really good accomplishment. Like I may have mentioned before, increased our lane capacity by over 33%. That's a really big deal. We have successfully built relationships and set future collaboration between our various agencies. We've laid the groundwork for future projects because we've proven that we can and we will come together when necessary as a community, all the different fingers in the pot, and can produce a successful outcome, again, on time and on budget. That's really remarkable, and I really appreciate that. We're above our 200-year floodplain. We've improved emergency response times, evacuation routes, bicycle and pedestrian access across the Feather River. And we have, what you might not be able to see is there's an emergency water line in the bridge that will deliver water probably to Marysville in case of an emergency. From Marysville, I say to Marysville, but we can have an arm wrestle over that. While the old bridge, in closing, while the old bridge was, of course, built in 1958 and will always hold many memories for many of us, especially those of us who are from here, this new bridge already holds many memories for people like Kevin and all the firms and representatives here right deep in their heart. And as we springboard into the next 50, 60, 70 years, this bridge will be here. It will create many, many more. It enhance our community. It's something to be proud of, and it's a gold star of achievement for all of us. And I'm very proud to be the mayor right now to get to deliver this talk. And I'm very proud of all of you and all of us in our community. And thank you very much, very much. I'm going to introduce at this time Mayor Samayoa from the city of Marysville.
We are at, Beckworth Riverfront Park. We're so happy to have you here a second time. I remember the groundbreaking ceremony was a rainy day, it was muddy, but we kept going. I'm so proud of what Yuba City has done to administer this project. You should be very proud, staff, for the work you've done, for the leadership that it took to get here. I do want to highlight John Buckland, because when we had delays in funding, he fought at SACOG to ensure that this funding did not stop and we can continue the work and getting it done. So thank you, John, for your leadership as well when we were working at SACOG. We've been working at SACOG for a long time, so I do want to thank them for their willingness to support us and leverage funding and bring funding so we can get this done. It wouldn't have been done without the regional support of our 6-county friendships and relationships that we have at the Sacramento Area Council of Government. So without them as well, this could not have been done. So what's next? This wonderful bridge. Now we're going to continue on 5th Street. Now we have that funding already secure to redo the entire 5th Street that is going to connect, your Pluma Street all the way down to D Street. So we have, people can, walk, bike in a safe manner, use their car, and be able to connect our communities even better. The regional hospital will be there, ready to support our regional needs as well. And so the bridge, what you guys have done in Yuba City on Bridge Street, and with the 5th Street completion in 2023, we're gonna have this amazing path to connect our two communities. So I just want to thank, I'm so happy to be here today. I want us to continue working together, continue us moving forward. You know, the pandemic didn't stop us, so we should be extremely proud that this thing got done, no matter what. So thank you to all the staff, all the leadership, and let's continue working forward to make these grand things that are going to last for hundreds of years. So the next thing is, Mayor, we know we're going to redo that rail bridge, right? And we're going to make that a walkable bridge and a bike bridge. That's our next thing that we're committed to. The mayor and I are committed to kind of working through and getting that done. So thank you, all of you. Thank you for being here in Marysville and coming back this almost 2.5 years later. And thank you for all the work that all the everyone who put this together. Thank you, everyone.
Welcome, everyone. This is a momentous occasion for a lot of us that have been waiting for the proverbial third bridge. This, I believe, and I'll be 80 next month, I should say, and I've been waiting for that third bridge, as have most of us, for a long time. This is as close as I think we're going to get, and it is such a momentous occasion. It is so great to see finally an additional passageway between our two cities, and we're kind of joined at the hip, whether we appreciate that or like it or not. We have managed to work together. Sutter County has certainly done all it can to support this effort. We appreciate the efforts from both Yuba City and Marysville and Yuba County that have joined us. Our supervisor, Dan Flores, who sits on the SACOG committee, has certainly been urging and assisting with the funding. I could not be happier as a local resident, a longtime local resident. This is something that we've been waiting for a long time. I do believe that there are too many people to thank for participation in this, but strictly from a Sutter County side, we're just really happy to even see this tremendous project finally take shape, and hopefully we will continue to work together for the betterment of our entire community. And Lord knows the COVID problem has put a different twist on a whole lot of activities that and or things that we planned on doing. But we'll work through it. This is a great example. We're very happy to see it here. Hopefully the community will be as happy as most of us that have been involved are as well. So thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Mayor, for Marysville as well. We appreciate all the work you guys have done and will continue to do. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you all very much for coming. That concludes our recognition of the bridge opening. I would like to take the time, if it's okay, to acknowledge the city council members that are here today. Grace Espindola, Manny Cardoza, we have Vice Mayor Mark Boomgarden, and Councilmember Dave Shaw, all representing Yuba City, present and accounted for. So we're all very proud of this moment, and thank you all very much for coming, or tuning in, I should say, and have a great day. Thank you.